Hi, it's Agnes. I'm going to do another viewer request. Hopefully I won't get blown off my auntie's balcony in the meantime. This request is from Meredith L. Meredith, you've asked a YouTube on how to let go, detach, trying to manifest it, and while trying to manifest an ex back and having a hard time. Okay, so now I'm going to put down in the description, I've actually done a YouTube about detachment. So I'll put that down there for you to look at. Let me just prop up the iPad. And so letting go and detachment. When you're not in a letting go or detached state, it is because of what's going on in here, your thoughts. And also then you get that feeling in your stomach or in your heart where you feel like you're hanging on and you're anxious and you're fearful and you're just struggling mentally to stay focused. Now that's because of your repetitive habitual patterns of thought, and it does take a little bit of time to change those because it took, however old you are, 10, 20, 30 years to get them where they are today. So you have to just practice. That's all I can say. You practice and you focus, and you practice and you focus, and you practice and you focus, and eventually you get better at it. So letting go has to start in your head. And what you do is you say things like, I let go, I surrender. And you do it with breathing, especially when your head's really giving you a hard time because you're thinking about something from every angle, thinking that's going to help you, and really that never does anything. It just ties you tighter and tighter. It's like your head just chews on itself, and it doesn't stop until you give it something else to do. So, start with something simple like that. You breathe in, you breathe out. I let go, I surrender. And say it over and over and over. Whenever you feel that kind of hanging on feeling and trying to work it out feeling and trying to make it happen feeling, it doesn't work that way. That stuff is actually projecting not happening, because you're going around in circles, and your negative vibration of trying to work it out and trying to make it happen and not letting go, that's the projection at that time, and that's going to stick to you not getting what you want. So then you go to affirmations by saying, I am now, and then you fill in the blank with whatever it is that you want or you want to do, you want to have, and you create conscious affirmations rather than letting your head roam around wildly on its own. And then you do self-love, as I've talked about many, many times. Self-love in terms of affirmations, meditations combined, which there's a few. Some of you have seen the playlist. I'll put the playlist of self-love meditations down below. And also, doing what some of you already do. You look up YouTubes, you get inspired, you read, you do your own silent meditation, you take care of your health, you eat properly, you drink lots of water, you exercise. That is all part of self-love. And you stop your addictions, whether it is cigarettes, alcohol, food, another person, and being incessantly trying to get into their life because you are not feeling loved. You stop all that addictive behavior and you deal with whatever feelings you have going on, because it is like an addiction, mental addiction to I have to get from out there. And as you and I know, the love isn't out there, the money isn't out there, the travel isn't out there, the person with the love isn't out there. You've got to change your inside self, and you've got to make it really strong, and you've got to be secure and confident, and you've got to feel loved, and you've got to feel that you assure yourself, and you stop looking for outside reassurance. You develop that relationship between you and you. So, detachment, I know it's kind of one of those fuzzy target laws, but you can do things to detach. And I find just breathing, because we stop breathing when we're kind of hanging on. We're not really relaxed, we're kind of anxious, shallow breathing, a bit stressed, a bit preoccupied, a bit weird to be around. So If you sit down, you say, look, I'm really attached. I want to detach, I want to let go. Do some breathing. Do some I let go, I surrender. And then what you do is you keep the affirmations going at other times. So as you're moving around, going shopping, in the shower, doing the dishes, before you go to bed, when you first wake up, you can do the I love yous to the self. I'm secure, I'm confident, I create, I know I'm a conscious creator. So, yeah, you just do those things and you continue to do them, continue to do them, continue to do them until you become detached, till you become secure, until you become at peace. Because at the end of the day, being at peace is greater than any relationship. It's greater than any travel. It's greater than any amount of money. It's greater than any amazing job. Just to feel at peace for no reason, because you've been able to control your own thoughts and your own thinking. That's a wonderful thing. It's wonderful. And I'm not saying all those other things aren't good. They are. But wow, you can really enjoy them when you've already got the feeling place locked in, because you made a decision to become good at being at peace, good at choosing good thoughts just for this day, from morning till bedtime, morning till bedtime. Good thoughts, good thoughts, good thoughts. And remember, you don't have to do it perfectly. Don't drive yourself nuts. Just do 51% of the time. And you know what? Eventually that 51% it turns into 60%, 70%. I think Louise Hay said she was up to about 80%, and she's in her 90s. So, you know, don't beat yourself with a stick. Just relax. Love yourself where you are. Have some acceptance. Don't criticize yourself, and just say, I'm doing better. Now I know better. I can do better. Okay? Lots of love. And I will be seeing you soon.